Hello, welcome to Sandy Ainley. I hope each one of you are well. I'm all right, I'm happy to say. Tomorrow I'm probably going to my late father's graveside. So I have mixed emotions at present. I don't mind having said. There's just one matter that needs clearing up tomorrow morning, which is the reason as to why I said that I may be seeing my late father's grave tomorrow. My brother's suffering with back pain as a result of having been to the gym and over-exercised, as my brother's put it, so to speak. Forgive me if I'm incorrect, please. That's what my brother said to me. So it all depends upon how my brother's feeling tomorrow morning as to whether my brother can drive over with me to the graveside of my late father. As some of you may know, who's been following me for years, my late father passed away about 2.5 years ago, I think. And I loved my late father very much. I'm starting to feel choked up a bit. I loved my late father very much. And I just have a plaque here which I've bought, which I'll show you if I may. It's a beautiful plaque, which I'm going to, if I go tomorrow, certainly next time I go to my late father's graveside, I'm going to place this near my late father's remains, and it just says here, to my dad, I know it's not easy for a man to raise a child, and there is no way I can pay you back. I just want to let you know that you are appreciated. It doesn't matter how far I go in life. I will always be your little girl, and you will always be my loving dad. I love you. Love, your daughter. My late father was a chartered accountant by profession. And during my childhood, my late father owned a business in Edgware, running a chartered accountancy firm. And my late father didn't like working and was quite anxious as I was a child, until later on when we moved out of my immediate family and myself moved out of our house in Edgware into a lovely substantial size house in Stanmore. And then my late father retired and was a soft cuddly teddy bear from then onwards, of a human being from then onwards. And so we had a very good bond, my late father and me, in most respects. And especially from Stanmore House onwards, and not when I was a child so much. However, as I got older, I realised what a lovely man my late father was. It's just that when one's a young child, one doesn't realise these things. And as I got older, I realised what a courageous, strong man my late father was. One might sometimes mistake gentle people as being weak, and that's not necessarily the case. In fact, I don't believe anybody's weak. It's not really a nice word to use for anybody, in my opinion. And when I got older, I realised that my late father was quietly very strong, yet just a gentle, nice human being. And I realised the inner strength that my late father had, and my whole opinion changed towards my late father at that point. I haven't been crying as much, missing my lovely dad. Sometimes I find it hard to visualize or imagine that the body doesn't exist in a live, living sense, and that maybe my late father's gone somewhere else, certainly to heaven, in my idea of what heaven means. And I hope that my father can hear me now. I'd love that. It would give me a lot of pleasure. And I think that my father would be very proud of me. Certainly in confidence, I've improved leaps and bounds in the past 2.5 years or so that my late father's been passed. And yes, I'm in quite a good place. I have my moments, however, I'm in quite a good place, emotionally and mentally. And I've had to go through quite a lot with my hip replacements, and having had 3 altogether in the past 6 or 7 years or so. So I've had it quite rough, you know. However, I'm a strong lady. I'm like my late father. I'm quietly strong. I'm not a fighting person. I'm not generally an aggressive lady. However, I am generally a gentle and sweet person. Of course, not perfect, but who is? However, I do try very hard to be a good person, and I don't believe in criticizing anybody. And when I have criticized, I felt bad afterwards. It's not good, you know, and it's not good for anybody to criticize anybody, in my opinion. But speaking for myself, it's not good for me to criticize anybody. Just as I wouldn't like to be criticized myself, you know, do to others as you so wish to be done to yourself, so to speak. So that's how I think the saying goes. So going back to my late father, it's a lovely plaque with lovely wording, and I look forward to placing it near my late father's lovely remains. And it's hard. Now I do feel I'm going to start crying, sorry. It's just, I wish my late father was alive now, just so that I could phone up and say, hello, puppy. I used to say, puppy. Hello, puppy. How are you? And sometimes I used to say, I love you. How are you? I love you. And all that kind of talk. And hello, teddy bear. And even at the age of 51 or so, I was saying teddy bear and being a child, really. And that's one thing that one can do with a parent, certainly in my family. I feel that I can be a bit of a child with my mum and dad, and late dad. It was just such a warm feeling being the daughter of my late father. And so generous with money and so generous with his heart. And, oh gosh, I miss it so much. I really do. And I just hope that my late father's in heaven with his dog that passed away when my dad was a child. and with my first cat, Sophie, as well, who my father loved very, very deeply. And wherever my late father is, I hope to God that I'm being listened to right now, and I just think and hope that my late father's in a better place, at a better place. Correction. And my late father loved Oreo, my cat, and Oreo's ears have opened up and twitched, or one of the ears is twitching, or was, at the point I was talking on subject of him. And I have the cat with me here now on the bed, and oh, he's so sweet, so sweet. And the cat sat on my late father's lap once, and that was very rare, and is very rare for my cat. So interesting. And it was only about the first or second time that my cat had met my late father. And that's cute, isn't it? As far as I go, I'm in a certain amount of pain this evening. However, I've taken some painkillers and I'm due some more soon. So I'm not worried. I'll be okay, I think. Tomorrow I'll be having a Chinese meal with my brother. Yeah, then I may stay for about 5 hours with my brother and then come back to my cat, who shall be needing some dinner, won't you, darling? Yes, darling, good boy, you'll be needing dinner. Yes. Well, I just so wished to do a recap, I think one says, on the latest concerning my dad. So to each one of you, thank you for hearing me, and please take care, and please take care of one another, and lots of love.